Trey, how does it feel to be back in New Orleans?
It feels pretty good to wake up in my own bed. It feels pretty good though. Just excited to be a part of the team. Out here in this heat, putting in some work.
Trey, was it always one of your goals to come back home, to be able to, I mean, you don't know if you're going to be able to do that, but was that something you kind of always wanted to do?
I think it was just one of my goals to play as long as I can. I turned 30 not too long ago, and I'm still playing a kids game, man. So just appreciate it for the opportunity. Appreciative of the opportunity, man. I'm a decade in, so no complaints on my end.
How overwhelming has it been with family, friends, everything for the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's been cool. It's been pretty cool, but I've been in this game long enough to know after the congrats, the work starts. So just looking forward to keep putting in this work and keep getting better.
Are there any personal benefits to playing, an hour and 20 minutes away from your college program?
I hadn't put much thought into that one in particular, but it's cool to be home. I played high school football right up the road. My house is right up the street, so it's a little bit of comfortability into that. My parents right there, so I get to see them often. It's just some cool perks, but again, the work starts now, so you got to put in the work to make sure you maintain and do what you're supposed to do.
How big of a Saints fan were you growing up? Or were you a Saints fan?
Nah, I mean, definitely was a Saints fan. I got a couple days off from school to celebrate a Super Bowl, so got to be happy for that.
Trey, you had a long tenure in Carolina and you moved a little more since then. What do you attribute that to? Is that just the business end of the game?
Sometimes, man, it's ebb and flow, man. Sometimes you get into situations and, maybe your coach is not there anymore, different personnel switches. Sometimes you may not be playing up the part. Whatever the case is, man, it's ebb and flows of the game. But, I continue to get a job, so I must be doing something right.
You think you can put roots down here?
Man, I feel like they're already there, to be honest, It's nothing but another a notch on my career. Again, I've been able to do this for a decade, man. Not many can say that, so I'm proud of what I've been doing.
How tough is it going from team to team and learning a new language and all that stuff?
I think that's probably the toughest part, the verbiage, the language. But it's ebbs and flows of the game, man. Sometimes you could be on the same team and get a different personnel, different coach, different language. So, it comes with it.
It's only been a couple of days so far, first day camp, but do you feel like it's, in terms of other times that you signed elsewhere, knowing your way around town, the familiarity, does that help you feel like focus a little bit more on football instead of all the other stuff?
Yeah, it's definitely cool kind of having everything in place. I definitely think that makes it easier, but, the work is the work. You just got to put the work in. The work is going to always be hard. If it's not worth it. So I wouldn't say it's so much easier here. Maybe outside of football, of course, but the work is the work.
You decided to go pro. Do you remember when there was some surprise maybe, and then you think you've proven to people wrong the career you had?
To be honest, my opinion is not to prove nobody wrong, it's to prove me right. I'm a firm believer in myself. I've always been like that. I've always been that way. You're going to always get naysayers, but, still I stand.
What was it like to get reunited with Tyron?
It's pretty cool, man. Got a chance to play with him in high school. I played on the same team in college. I think it's pretty rare you get to, see somebody at every level that you've been with. So, definitely appreciate that opportunity, and it's cool to have two Purple Knights in the building.
Trey, have you gotten much experience playing left guard over the years?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they haven't cross-trained you in a while, or did some of the recent stops have you see if you could do both? Or, yeah. So, if that's obviously, if you find yourself competing for a job, is that something you expect to be doing during this camp, or?
Whatever the personnel asks them.
Yeah.
So what was kind of reaction from your family when
I
those came?
think everybody was excited, of course. But for me, I keep going back and say the same thing. It's work, man. You got to get back to work. You got to put in the work because you got to show results. So, all the congrats I appreciate it. It's fun. It's nice, but just put in the work now, man. We in this heat, so we grinding. It's time to get it in. So all the congratulations for me is out the way. Somebody want to send me some water? Y'all can send some waters and Gatorades.
Trey, as a young Thundercat at St. Aug, what do you remember about that Super Bowl run with the Saints? Memories of that?
Man, you taking me back now. I do remember you know, after the game, how excited everybody in the city was and how it propelled the energy in the city. I mean, I don't think you had a sad face or a sad soul in the town that whole week. I could say month. I definitely think it was something that carried forward, especially, you know, the resilience of the city that we have here. And again, I had to mention it again, we got a couple days off from school, so thank you, Mr. Breeze.
You mentioned Tyra and how long you've known her. I was wondering if you could revisit that in the context of what you remember about the day you had to leave LSU and what you felt about what he was going through then, and then maybe to be able to see how he bounced back at an NFL career and then end up on the same team with him now.
The first part of the question kind of tough for me, but it's just he's always been one of the best players on the team, man. A hell of an athlete, man. He's always been like that, and I just think his career has shown, and he's proven, you know, the type of player he is. I think I don't really have to say too much about that. It's on film, so yeah.
Hey Trey, what's your early impressions so far in working with Jari Evans?
I hadn't met Mr. Evans just yet. No, sir.
I feel like LSU's producing more offensive linemen maybe than from your days. You were like kind of the biggest star in the league at that position from LSU for a while.
You know, I can't forget about guys like Kevin Mawai, Andrew Whitworth, Ty McClure. I might be missing a few, but I definitely think we had a few, maybe some unsung heroes, but we definitely had a few. Then when you come out and you look at myself, Lyle Collins, or you know, some guys like that. Ethan Posick is a guy who's still in the league now from LSU. I think we have a lot of guys. A lot of times, man, when you play offensive line, you don't necessarily know the accolades or you don't necessarily know the stats. You just kind of see what you see and read what you read. And a lot of times, man, a lot of these guys deserve a lot more respect than given. So I will say, I think maybe now we might get the recognition, but I feel like we've been putting out a lot of unsung heroes. Thank you, guys. Thank you.